Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set. 10, touchdown. Ricky.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we got to get to the ball.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, it's Jones. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Set, ready. Set, Gator. Set. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, check Mike 47.
Looking to throw. Love. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You got him. You got him.
All tied up, 6-6. Our score after 1. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Sponge. No. Alert 3.
think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Check back 47. It's on field. It's on field.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check that.
Throwing on first down. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Check 4.
They'll look to throw here. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 30-yard
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 70 ending. Mike. Hey, here we go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Damian Williams, 53 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Orbit. Why? Get wide.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken about the 12. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Check curls. Kill.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 60 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Rip left, rip left.
They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Eagles 20, Packers 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Love. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
47, Mike 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it. It got his man complete. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. We want it. Come to my world.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the safety grip.
They'll go with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, check. Check the back.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Let's go. Set. Pick the plan. Number 53. Mike, 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there of 20 yards. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
You ain't going nowhere.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
You got tape. You got tape.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
44 is the mark. Target.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Christian Kirksey. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
58 plus us. He's squeezed. Jack Rabbit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll go again to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high.